hate the homies.
What it is, what it do, what it be like. I Hate the Homies podcast, episode number 14 is going down.
14.
I'm Rock Teasy for Sheezy.
It's your boy Griff, and I hate the homies.
And it's your boy Super Dave, but guess what?
We don't care.
Man, all right, so we're going to go ahead. And we know we've been talking about Deshaun Watson almost every episode since we've been started this bad boy.
Right.
But we gonna put the bow on it after this one. LeBron James signed a $97.1 million contract. We're going to get into that and what all that entails. Tom Brady was almost a Las Vegas Raider, but your ex-coach messed that up.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that one.
We're going to get into that. And, of course, one of our favorite NBA greats, Dennis Rodman, is going to try to make an effort to get Brittney Griner back from Russia.
Okay. Worm.
I mean, if I had crickets right now, crickets. I mean, come on, man.
You like me to put some crickets right here? Worm.
Oh, my God.
All that is happening on this episode of I Hate the Homies. Ray Duggar!
I hate the homies.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this Deshaun Watson, man. Cleveland Brown quarterback got suspended 11 games by the NFL. Got a $5 million contract. Now, this is my quick thoughts on that right there. They know what they were doing. They know this is all marketing at its finest.
Of course.
Come on now. He's coming back after his 11-game suspension, and guess who he's going to be playing? His former team, the Houston Texans in Houston. This is all marketing at its finest.
Dog, I don't, like I said last week, if we're winning without you, it's no way you're getting your even rustier tail on this football field, dog. After these 11 games, Deshaun Watson ain't played in almost 2 years, dog. Like, all the way, 2 seasons, dog. And we saw his little bit of preseason. Y'all said preseason don't matter, but it does. Look at the dude who was the MVP for the USFL, Turpin, for the Cowboys. Dude got a kickoff return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown. That's how you make the team. That's how you stand out. That's how somebody go, I like that kid. Deshaun ain't doing none of that, man. He needs to sit down and don't get no massages on your time off, Deshaun. Not one.
I think the biggest thing he needs to do is just shut up.
Don't talk.
Don't talk right now. I mean, I want to put a bow on this because I'm getting sick and tired of talking about Deshaun Watson. I'm glad the NFL finally made a statement, and I don't think it was big enough. I think they should have set his ass out for a year and gave him that $8 million fine. He's going to get counseling, however that helps him. But he will not take blame for what he did. I mean, he had the written statement where he apologized once again for any pain the situation has caused, and he said I will take full accountability on what happened. But what actually happened that you're taking accountability of? Make the statement. If you're going to go out there and talk then. But he's not saying anything because we also have the audio.
Right.
When he won't take any accountability on what he's saying.
Let's hear that.
Deshaun, how did you go from I've done nothing wrong, I've never disrespected any woman, to settling so many of these lawsuits and now agreeing to this discipline? How did you get from that point to this?
Well, I've always stood on my innocence and always said that I've never assaulted anyone or disrespected anyone, and I'm continuing to stand on that. But at the same time, I have to continue to push forward my life and my career. And for us to be able to move forward, I have to be able to take steps and put pride to the side. And I'm going to continue to stand on my innocence and keep pushing forward. And I've always, stood on not disrespecting or sexual assaulting anyone.
So let me say this, and let's talk about.
He can't say disrespect. He keeps saying disrespect.
Yeah,
disrespecting. If you don't disrespect your speech, sir.
So let's talk about the innocence he keeps proclaiming to be.
That I ain't did nothing is not. Nobody's falling for that no more, dog.
So,
you obviously did. It's 11 games and $5 million. So
here's what I think may have happened. We wasn't in these massage sessions, so we really don't know. But
everybody's guessing.
We're just guessing. Here's my guess. He was flirting with all these masseuses, right? He was flirting with them. Depending on how they were responding to his flirtatious, things that he was putting out there. And if they flirted back to him, if that's how he received it, he went a step further.
Right.
And maybe showed whatever. Right. So at the end of doing this multiple times, he probably was thinking, I'm just flirting, having fun with the ladies, and whichever one, I'm throwing some bait out there. If they accept my bait, then we can take it to another level. If they don't, then we're going to keep it moving. It's probably how it all is in his head.
Right.
That's probably what he's thinking. Listen, I was just flirting with them. They was flirting with me back, and then that was it.
Okay, but then again, we heard the audio. But then in the written statement, I take accountability for the decisions I made. He's contradicting himself right now. That's the part where I say he just needs to shut up.
Right.
Well, the Browns want him to say one thing, which is throw it away from the Browns. His lawyers want him to say one thing, which is don't say nothing. So he's in a he disrespecting himself.
Well, on that note,
I'm just telling you, I don't think it was long enough, and I don't think the fine was large enough. I don't think he got off light. I really do.
Well,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I agree, man. He just need to disappear. During these 11 game suspension, just disappear.
Get off the grid,
Get
dog.
off the grid. Don't post nothing on social media.
No workouts, no nothing, dog.
Chilling.
And how do you bring him back for the one game? You bring them back against the Houston Texans.
I
in
promise
Houston.
I promise you won't have 4 wins when they play the
Houston
Cleveland
Texans?
Browns. Yeah, they won't have 4 wins.
But what in the hell was the NFL thinking?
Man.
Oh, like that was a game?
They know what they're doing. Now it's a game.
Yeah,
Now it's a big time
but it's
game.
not just a game, but it's also bad publicity because people are going to pick it outside the stadium. If they did it for Michael Vick for a dog, they're going to do it for women.
Absolutely, but to the NFL, that's more money.
How's that more money?
That's horrible press.
Yeah,
dog.
I don't. That's a bad decision that the NFL. I wouldn't have given them that.
It may not be a smart decision, but marketing purposes, you're gonna have everybody and their mama, daddy who don't even
talking about it,
who can care less about football,
right,
watching football now.
Yeah,
at least that particular game.
And the funny part is, he may not play in that game because that's the first.
Play.
No, that's the first game he comes back.
The NFL doesn't matter if he plays or not. They just want the eyeballs watching the game.
We talking about it right now.
Come on, man.
I'm talking about it because I'm more disappointed in the NFL. I mean, I don't put major stock in NFL decisions, but I'm really disappointed in this. Again, it's better if he sits out the whole season. What are you gaining for him coming back after 11 games? You're gaining nothing.
Let's go back to who really dropped the ball. Baker Mayfield could have been the starting quarterback in Cleveland right now, and now he in a hard who gonna start with Sam Darnold and with the Panthers. Like, to me, Baker Mayfield is the loser in all this. Will Jacoby Brissett be healthy enough to play 11 games with this team? We'll see. But Baker Mayfield's camp got to be like, we should have stayed in Cleveland. And just ate that backup money.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to be able to stay in Cleveland. He doesn't see himself as he's a former number 1 pick. He would not see himself as I'm just telling you, but he's not going to see himself as a backup. Well, you know that.
Well, it's time
and if
to
he
look
loses
at
that job to
different.
Sam Darnold, he needs to retire from the NFL. I'm telling you.
Sam Darnold
is horrible.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, if he loses that
you
battle,
can't take that job.
I think Baker gonna win that position. He gonna win that starting position right there. But speaking of former backup quarterbacks that turned into the greatest of all time, Tom Brady allegedly. Well, ain't no alleged about it because he pretty much said it happened. So Griff,
it came out. Dana White from the UFC was on Gronk's podcast.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And he was telling Gronk and the other people on the panel, man, I almost had you and Tom in Vegas. We was just done dealing it with you. And then it was about to be, and Jon Gruden shut it down. Now, all of Raider Nation is like, oh, we hate Jon Gruden so much. But you got to hear something that Tom Brady recorded on LeBron James' show earlier last year, and listen to how he described what we now know was the Raiders.
There was a story in free agency. One of the teams, they were interested, and all of a sudden they weren't interested at the very end. I was sitting there thinking, you're sticking with that mother? Are you serious?
Tom probably had no desire to go to that team, but now it's like, why don't you want me?
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. When I look back, I'm like, Way would have went to that team. But they said they didn't want me, and I know what that means. I know what that feels like, and I'm gonna you up because of that.
Now let me just say, Tom Brady.
Give him the floor right now. This is
I
your
have
team.
been defending Tom Brady over all of Raider Nation because Raider Nation hates him because of
the tuck
rule.
The tuck game, yeah.
Well, I'm a Michigan fan. Tom Brady went to Michigan.
Come on now.
It's hard for me to hate the dude when he took my college to some great heights. You understand me? But that right there, Tom, cool on you, dog. You still football Jesus. You ain't got to talk to us like that, dog.
That's all you got to say about it?
I won't say nothing else.
That's all you got to say about it?
And we don't need you, Tom.
You
Brady.
ain't
my God, don't do that.
We don't need you.
Wait a minute. Now, right now, they don't need you.
Well, last year we
I
wasn't
get
ready.
you right
We
now.
had
But in 2021,
when he won the Super Bowl, that was the year he won the Super Bowl. We weren't ready.
Come on, bro.
We weren't ready, nor would we have been.
let me tell you something, sir.
Everybody would take Tom Brady. You right.
Come on, man.
I'm not being
You bring
realistic.
Tom,
You right.
You bring Gronk, and you bring whoever else would have came at that time when they found out, oh, Tom's going over there? Oh, well, go ahead. I'm coming too. You may have gotten doggone, what's his name, wide receiver, that Odell Beckham Jr. You never know. Come on, man.
You mean to tell me you're going to dog out the person?
I'm not dogging him. I'm just saying I'm not a fan.
Who should I know because of the tuck rule, the tuck game.
No, because of what he just said about Derek Carr. Like, you ain't got to.
But Derek Carr, I told you. He said exactly what I said. He's trash. I told you that.
Trash, dog.
I told you
What
he's
are
trash.
you talking about, dog? You can't even say that with a straight face.
Did Jesus quarterback say that? That's what he was saying, right? Don't get mad at me. Now get mad at Jesus quarterback. Did he say that?
Football Jesus did say that.
Okay, then. What did he say?
He said y'all picked that dude over me.
And he didn't say that.
He didn't say dude. But I'm just saying, like, Derek Carr is not a sorry quarterback, dog. He's not.
Compared to Tom Brady,
Compared to Tom Brady, it's 31 quarterbacks in the whole league.
But for you to sit up here and say with a straight face that you
wouldn't
take,
have wanted him.
Oh my!
There you go. Look at the camera, dog.
I can hit you right now. I really could.
Man, you better not touch me. Y'all see this fist? Look,
you gonna sue me?
Y'all see this, dog? You see this Deshaun Watson, Antonio Brown outburst that he having right here, dog? Man. Okay. Of course we would have wanted Tom Brady.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, but I'm saying,
and it sucks to hear that later.
But put the blame on who?
John Gruden.
On Jon Gruden.
Yeah.
That's why his ass should be out of football right now.
Or was Jon Gruden confident with what we had and didn't want Tom Brady for a year or two?
Well, he thought
Tom Brady initially was only going to play for the Buccaneers for 1 year. Then he changed his mind.
He didn't want Derek Carr at the beginning. You know he didn't.
he was stuck with him.
He was stuck with
Now,
him.
look, no disrespect to Derek Carr because Derek Carr is a good quarterback.
Oh, look
We
at
ain't
him.
gonna
He
go.
getting mad. Look at
We
his
ain't gonna
eyes.
go.
I'm not
We-
saying that. He's a top 10 quarterback.
No,
Y'all
he's a
don't
good
have to-
quarterback.
Oh, I gotta leave.
He's a good quarterback. Now, you're right. You know, he's in his second tier.
Thank you.
got
Okay,
Tom,
I'll give you that.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
You got I'm even putting your boy from Cincinnati in there now.
He's 15 and below.
Burrows,
That's what I'm looking.
Burrows, your boy from Buffalo, Allen.
For sure.
Those are the top
That's
tier
top
quarterbacks.
5. That's 4.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else.
Patrick Mahomes. all
exactly.
them. You could even say
That's
the boy
5.
from the Chargers.
Dak Prescott.
That's 6.
I will put Dak
No, you know Dak
and
is
Hibbert
11.
for the Chargers and Derek in the second tier
After the top 10.
after the top 5.
Okay. Oh, hell no. What are y'all doing?
We said
I
Dak
cannot-
Prescott was number 11.
Look,
That's Derek Carr should be 12 or 13.
wait a minute.
You're
Tom Brady,
gonna put
Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah, let's just say it
Patrick
right now.
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes,
Allen, Josh Allen.
absolutely.
Um,
Burrows
Burrows.
from Cincinnati.
okay. Then you got San Diego Herbert.
Herbert, yeah.
Okay,
That's 6.
that's 6. Now you got to start going into the
Then
Dax.
who else person?
No, Russell Wilson.
I would take Dak over Russell.
Yeah, I would take Dak over Russell.
Right now.
I can't believe this.
Right
We're
now.
just talking about their stats, though.
Right now.
Don't give
That
me
boy
no
Herbert threw for 5,000 yards
Okay,
last
but
year in his
don't me
second season in the NFL.
It's still.
I love Russell. I take Dak over Russell right
Wilson
now.
is a problem. He ain't sorry.
You take what?
I take Dak over Russell right now. Okay. In their careers.
Man, we got to start drug testing before we do a show. I'm just telling you, this is ridiculous.
I think Russell.
I can't talk to y'all right now.
No,
I
think Russell has peaked, and he's going to stay consistent for the next couple of years. He's always going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. I think he's peaked. I think Dak is still going up. That's just my opinion, bro.
He don't even like Dak, dog. So
and this is a Cowboy fan.
Hold on. I didn't put Dak in my top 10, and I don't think Derek Carr should be in the top 10.
They
and
said
you know
the top 10, and let me just read it. Dak is 10, and then it goes Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Russell Wilson, Joe Burrows,
Thank you.
Justin Herbert,
Go down.
Josh Allen,
Where's Derek?
Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Tom Brady.
Thank you. Where's Derek in there? Where's Derek in that conversation?
I think he's 11.
Okay, thank you. That's what I
But
just
I'm
said.
just saying, I'm just reading what this. We talk about, little boy, relax, sir. Do you want some milk? Is there a Nestle Quick box of chocolate milk in here that we
But what
strawberry.
makes me mad is y'all, you don't listen to me. I
No,
said up here and
you
told
said that, and you asking me what my top 10 is. Derek Carr to me is definitely over Dak Prescott. That's
But you
just
have
me.
no credibility right now after what you said about Tom. You want to take Tom Brady.
I would take Tom Brady.
But once you said it the
up.
first time, that's what you meant. You really meant that the first time.
I'm just saying, I got to defend my team, dog.
All
Don't
right,
talk about
Jon
my team.
Gruden is a problem and will always be a
Jon
problem
Gruden
for
was
y'all.
a great coach, and we miss him dearly.
He what?
He was a great coach.
No, he
You
wasn't.
can't get mad, dog.
Who did he win
was.
with? No,
Tampa Bay and the Raiders.
who did he win? What players did he win with in Tampa Bay?
He took
Tony
Dungy's
Dungy's. And then
team.
what happened once those players
They all fell off, and then he went into the booth.
And he thought again why he didn't take Tom
Great
Brady
coach,
and
dog.
Gronk, because the whole thing was I want to do it my way.
Right.
I want to be the man.
Right.
And he wasn't gonna be the man.
Okay, I
and
get
that's
all
why
that.
he has no job right now.
I get it, but he
Don't put
misfired
great
on
coach.
that one.
Don't put great coach.
Don't put great coaches.
I
Y'all
say
caught
good
up in
coach.
some email stuff, dog.
I said good coach.
So are we
Great
gonna
coach
say
over who? And your Andy Reid's and your, I mean, what did we? If you just
he
gonna start
won
throwing
with Tony Dungy's guys, I give him more credit. Just like when you look at Barry Switzer,
He won with Jimmy Johnson.
Okay,
guys.
then I don't look at
Steve
Barry.
Kerr
Okay,
won
then.
with what's his name, guys? Who the coach before?
Mark
Jackson.
But
Yeah.
he started developing those guys later on down the line. But
Absolutely.
Okay, then. But I'm not put great coach with Jon Gruden. He's okay.
Right. I
He's a
give him
better
good.
He's on
commentator.
his way to be a great coach.
I give him
dog.
good coach.
He's gonna be it.
So let's shift
Hey,
gears.
man.
Yeah,
Let's
you better
shift
shift,
before
'cause I'm
before
getting
an
mad.
elbow come over there.
You see, I feel like is anybody catching this? Like, is this?
So let's talk about LeBron James' 2-year extension, $97.1 million, man. So you already know where I want to start with this bad boy. At the end of this contract, his oldest son, Bronny James, will be eligible for the NBA draft.
Absolutely.
It's no secret. He already said he would love to play with his son on the same team. So whoever drafts Bronny James, LeBron James will be signing with that team that same year. Easy prediction.
And not only that, but then get ready for the youngest boy to come in the league. Right after him. The youngest boy is starting to get more height than Bronny is right now. And I mean, who wouldn't want to see LeBron James' son succeed in the NBA at the caliber he can? All he has been is around NBA players his whole life. All he's been is at his dad's gym, whatever team he played for. He's going to be good, man. And really, the $100 million, what we need to talk about is the $540 that he got in his whole NBA career. $540 million, dog.
Most of all time.
And Jordan would have beat that if Jordan was playing today.
Oh, easy.
Jordan would have surpassed LeBron James.
If Jordan had social media
on the
back
court.
let's just start there.
Okay, then. I mean, I give LeBron his props. I mean, the contract he got from the Lakers, he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the championship.
Do he deserve, or is that them? Because remember when they gave Kobe the 2-year, $50 million, he had already tore his everything. But they and then the bus chick came out and said, well, we actually gave him that because he was Kobe Bryant.
Did you just ask the question, did he really deserve it? Are you even questioning that?
What, LeBron James?
Yeah. Because you said, did he deserve it? Or why you saying or? The dude scored 30 points a game last year, bro.
But it was on a sorry-ass team.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
30 is 30.
30 is 30.
Kevin Love, when he played in Minnesota, was putting up great numbers. And then what happened? He went to Cleveland.
What you mean?
They wouldn't let him shoot no more, so he couldn't do 20 and 20.
Who's on his team in Cleveland? LeBron James.
Oh.
Who gets most of the shots? LeBron James. Who else was on that team? Kyrie Irving.
But he wasn't
Who
the
gets
same
the second
player.
most?
He wasn't the same player he was with Minnesota because you have no pressure. And LeBron had no pressure. I'm not taking anything away from him, but it makes me mad when you start throwing numbers out about LeBron.
Then pick another example because the Kevin Love is a horrible example.
Who else
That's a
gonna
bad
score for
example,
them?
dog.
Has it?
Because you talking about when Kevin Love was 20 and 20 for that one season with the Timberwolves, and then
When he
had
was the
numbers.
man.
Yeah, and then he had to come to Cleveland and share.
Right.
So if LeBron's the man, why didn't he make the playoffs last year?
What are you talking about?
Talking about LeBron James. If he's the man, why didn't he make the playoffs? He scored 30 points a game. Why didn't he make the playoffs?
You tell me.
He ain't had no.
I'm looking at you because
Some
you
people
said
I
you
can give you
going
my
crazy on
opinion.
30 points.
Some people
he
can say
asked me, did I think he deserved it? Deserve is strong. I believe that it's a better move for the Lakers to keep him for 2 more years. His jersey is number one. He attracts other players to come play for LA. And who don't want to be in Hollywood for 82 games?
I'm not taking it. I said he deserved the money from the beginning. I mean, but I'm a
LeBron fan. I'm not a hater.
I'm not a LeBron fan, but they gave him the money because of the half championship they got in the bubble, where they didn't have to travel anywhere. I mean, that was a championship given to them. I don't give them credit for that championship.
But at the end of the day, bro, they had to beat somebody to win that championship. Everybody had to play under the same rules. So you can't sit up there and put, well, he got that's an asterisk by that. Well, it don't make sense. Everybody had the same rules and they had to play under the same rules.
But when you ain't got to travel, you see the difference.
Everybody played under the same rules. Somebody had to win.
But
they won.
Okay. I'm not giving him credit on that championship.
What you
he deserved
mean?
The money. He deserved the money. That's all I'm saying.
You act like it was an inter-squad game, the Lakers purple versus the Lakers
I have
gold.
an asterisk on that championship.
It don't make sense, man.
Like we do with players in baseball with the steroid era. That's what I look at with LeBron James in that championship. It was given to him.
How?
I mean, giving is strong. Like they won in a designed environment, but given to them like, hey, NBA teams, let's give the championship to the Lakers.
Why you
James.
think he wanted to play? That was his best shot at winning the championship. He won't win another champ. I don't care what kind of deal he signed with the Lakers right now. He would not win another championship in the NBA over the next 2 or 3 years, and he's going to be gone after that.
Okay, you may be right, but you can't take away from the one he won in the bubble.
I just did.
Is he
What are you gonna
38?
do? What you gonna do to me?
Is he 38? Yeah, I think he just turned 38.
He just turned 38.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think after this contract, it's a wrap. He get the.
But no, do we all agree? No championships. We look at the West and see how the West is put together.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. Okay,
it's gonna be
then.
tough.
And it's not gonna be.
He's 38
It's
this
not gonna be
year.
rolling them down the court.
Nah, I
in
don't
that
see that
wheelchair.
happening. I don't see that happening.
Okay.
The dude's 30.
Father Time is gonna catch him. He ain't Tom
I
Brady.
mean, I don't know. He's the basketball version of Tom Brady.
He is.
Think about it.
No, because
This what you're about to say. Michael Jordan is. We're talking about today, dog. Michael Jordan is the GOAT forever.
Right.
Michael, number 23. No human being should be able to wear that in all of basketball, in college, and little league, and nothing. But right now, with $540 million in a bank from just the NBA, and he became a billionaire earlier this year. LeBron James is a problem, dog. He's a household name. He's been with the same female since he was in high school. He ain't getting in trouble. He ain't getting DUI. Because I'm just saying, when you think about, he opened a school, dog. Like, the dude is a good dude.
He's a model athlete.
And he's a powerful
He's a
basketball
crybaby. He's a
player, dog.
crybaby. On the court,
well, guess what? Cry and give me 30. I feel,
Hey.
you know, why I'm out here with the Kleenex. If you get... If you gonna cry every game and get me 30 or 28, cry. Okay?
y'all making me out to be the villain. I told you from the beginning, he deserved the money.
Yeah, you said you're not a fan, and I'm not saying I'm over fanning him. I'm just saying I like the dude for what he stand for.
Facts.
He ain't out here getting in trouble. He ain't getting caught with weed in the airport. He ain't fighting dudes in the club. He ain't. I mean, the dude is just he redid Space Jam. He got a production company. He
horrible.
Put
It was
all his homeboys on.
After watching real
He
Space
put
Jam.
all his homeboys on, and they all worked for him, and they all past millionaires. Like it's I'm
right
a
there
fan.
with you,
I
dog.
like
It's
dude.
facts over feelings. This dude is in his feelings right
He in
now.
his
Super
feelings.
Dave is in his feelings right now.
But we're not saying Michael
is
Jordan
making it-
comparison. I'm not. I don't even want to. I don't even want to make
I didn't bring
comparisons
him up.
like that.
That's fine. I gave LeBron his props. I just said when I look at that championship, of course the Lakers had to pay him because that's still he got a championship for them. But for me, it's an asterisk right there for that championship.
You still ain't explain why it's an asterisk though, but
Because he said it don't count because it was COVID. I mean, hell, it's an asterisk for the whole earth, dog, for the last 2.5 years. What are you talking about? Look at all the kids that couldn't graduate and all the people, mamas and them that died in nursing homes. Like, the last 2.5 years sucked, dog. So, shout out to LeBron for giving us some kind of joy in the worst situation our whole planet could be in. And yes, dog, we are making you the bad guy. You like it, villain man? You want to wrap a white lady on a train track
I do like it.
and rope, dog?
Y'all wouldn't listen to me a while ago on Jon Gruden, so I ain't listening to you on this on LeBron James.
So maybe you listen to Dennis Rodman, doggone. He's trying to go over to Russia to get Brittney Griner back. So what you think about that, Mr. Mad Angry Guy?
I think they look the same, number one.
That's the story.
I think two twins will finally be reunited.
Oh God!
Everybody gonna be mad.
See, that's how you bring us back together.
Britney.
Right there. That's how you bring us back together.
Wait a minute. So can we do a side by side on the Instagram?
I'm making one.
Go to the I Hate the Homies Instagram right now.
I
and
never
vote.
thought about that either. I never
They
thought
look
about
the same.
that.
Dusty. Both of them look dusty. You know, Pig Pen from the
God.
Peanuts, dog.
All right, Griff.
You don't know
no.
if it's Brittney or Dennis. Like the worm. He got so many. Like, first of all, I don't know what kind of dudes y'all are, but I'm not a dude. I don't remember dudes. Like I remember dudes who pay me or dudes who owe me. Like, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, the light skinned dude with the hype. I don't look at dudes like that. I look at dudes in the center of their eyebrows, and I keep it moving. But he's so hard to. You look at the center. He got a horseshoe in the middle of his face. He got seeing like piercings everywhere. Horrible skin. Tattoos, different color hair. He always look like he on cocaine and Pepto-Bismol at the same time. Then you look at Britney, who ain't never had nice braids ever. Her braids ain't never. All it is new growth.
Hate mail goes to
Her
him.
and Dennis.
Okay.
Her and Dennis look the same. They look like brother. He talk like this. Well, I just want to get Brittney Griner. And then she talk like this. I'm just glad Dennis Rodman is coming to get me. And now we can be family again.
It's true. It's true. It's true. But she's still in jail, man. What are you
I'm
doing?
just saying.
Listen, man.
And he could be messing up what the Biden administration is working
need to
on
leave it alone.
to get her back because they want to trade. So, Dennis, if you don't sit down, dog, and shout out to him for knowing a whole bunch of dictators.
Yeah, 'cause he
the
say
dictators love him.
Absolutely, man. But I can't let you just sit there and just talk bad about Britney like that, man. I mean, but the new growth part is kind of.
She never got her hair
Why in
braided,
her
dog.
braid? Her braids never is like clean.
I mean, it's a bunch of dudes.
That's a good point.
Lamar
You
Jackson
go back to the
hair.
braids.
Lamar Jackson hair.
Cause she making some bread now. She making bread overseas.
You making enough
and
bread
in the NBA.
to not have new growth, dog. And every time you see her, she look like she was playing outside in the backyard. Shut my screen door, Brittany. She just look.
Can't let you.
I'm
All right, that's it, man. We ain't gonna talk about
Did
Britney
that
like
take
that, bro.
away from her being an amazing WNBA
How
player?
you gonna
Not
say
at
we
all.
ain't talking about Britney like that? You just like you the last one laughing.
And the last thing, I can't let you talk about my man Dennis Rodman because I'm a true bad boy for life, being from
And
Detroit.
so is all the dictators.
Absolutely,
Listen,
but
the worm was. I love one thing about Dennis Rodman that a lot of people don't know. He knew mathematically where the ball was going to land after it hit the rim.
Oh, he's a hell of a
When I
rebounder.
heard him say that, I
Yes,
was
sir.
like, that makes sense.
And my daughter,
that's a lot.
My
of
daughter
math,
Harmony
dog.
studied that, and so now she's a off the chain like rebounder as well. She added that to her game.
Like he already know where to be.
Yeah.
Because how the ball, like that's amazing,
Yeah.
dog. Like, and to be able to put it in words, like some people like, I just know where the ball is. But he like, I know, like a pool player.
Right.
I know where the ball's gonna go. So I'm Dennis Rodman you wanted Dennis Rodman on every basketball team in the league because he's gonna frustrate that offensive player. He's going to get you 14 rebounds in his heyday, and he's going to cause a distraction enough to make everybody go, what the hell is wrong with Dennis Rodman today? And he's going to win.
But what you're also saying is his lips look like he kissed a hot skillet.
Dog, let me tell you something.
Oh, God.
Again, not looking at dudes in the face, but it's so many things. It's like he looked like a safe, dog. I don't know whether to give him. I don't know whether to give him dab or just say 22, 16, 41.
Oh, God.
Hey, that's it.
He need to stay. He need to stay out of it. He really does. I know what you said about the Biden administration. I think you let them handle that situation. And what?
But if you and Putin is that cool, shout out to you, Dennis.
Hey,
but let's not forget, Dennis, while you being cool with dictators, they in a full blown war, dog.
For real.
Exactly.
Time to be playing with you, dog.
And what are they saying? They would advise no. This was the same thing they told Britney during this situation was. Nobody should really be going to Russia.
But he did say they gave him permission. I don't know who they is,
right?
But he has permission to go to Russia.
But I read you don't need permission to go to Russia, just like she didn't. You just go. You don't need permission. You just go.
At the state of the way everything is now with this war, you bet your butt.
He better keep his ass here before he find himself over there with her in the same
now
cell.
They both said, now look what you done got me into. You the one that came over
set
here.
it up for you.
I
I set
tried
it
to
up
come
for you.
save you. I didn't ask for you to save me. Now we both in jail. I can go back home. My wife hates you. I don't have a wife, but my daughter who hates you. Now,
voice sound the same?
Because it is true.
Hey, let's go to yay or nay, dog.
Hold on. I would like to talk about Aaron Rodgers being visibly mad at his new wide receivers.
As he should be.
As he should be.
I ain't got no problem with it.
So
you want to explain what's going on?
Well, everybody's going crazy because he criticized his receivers on drop
Are they going
passes.
crazy or are they like, ooh, Aaron Rodgers is...
Well, you know Aaron Rodgers is a lot.
Right.
You don't know which day you're going to find where you like Aaron Rodgers or hate Aaron Rodgers.
I like the bipolarism of Aaron Rodgers.
But the whole thing is when you look at his receivers, which they are young, which you lost your top receiver to
the Vegas.
The Vegas Raiders.
And he looks good on Madden, dog. We don't even understand. Did you get the Madden?
I got the Madden already. I got it over the weekend. I've been playing. Yes, I've been.
All right. I ain't even played nobody. I just been in the lab.
Yeah.
But he catches everything.
But
dog.
his receiver's not catching everything right now.
Right.
And I know they had a game over the weekend and had some big plays in that game. I think what he's looking for is just somebody to be consistent.
Consistency.
Right.
But when you're young and you don't know, and they still on that, I'm playing with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They nervous. They
Oh my
still
God.
nervous.
Yeah. I
don't want to make a mistake, and then they make a mistake
because you make a mistake, and then he call you out. He was like, not these three wide receivers, but the rest of them. And the three was talking about was the veterans and the people that was already there. But and guess what? It's preseason. Aaron Rodgers is a future Hall of Famer. All young people will want to shut up and listen. Whatever y'all talking about on the side, not paying attention, this is not the place. That's all he's saying, and I'm not mad at him 1 second.
I'm not mad at it because I think every quarterback does this.
Absolutely.
But Aaron is not as vocal as other quarterbacks. He only in the last 3 seasons he been, overall he just go out and win.
But it's times we don't see this when they're having their team meetings and they're meeting with quarterbacks, meeting with the receivers. I mean, you saw this with the Cowboys. You're seeing it with other teams in the NFL. This goes on all the time.
Absolutely.
But
This is nothing new.
It's freaking Aaron Rodgers. People go crazy over it because he's making a statement. To me, it's no big thing.
As he should. I'm glad he called him out in public because, come on, man. If you
There's only 1 or 2 things that's going to happen from this.
Yeah.
You're going to get better. You're going to get worse.
Or you're going to get cut.
Or
Exactly.
you won't get the ball because
you won't get
who controls the ball?
You playing on the
then.
highest level with one of the best that ever played a game.
Straight up.
Step your doggone game up.
Straight up.
Period.
Straight up.
All right.
And sometimes you got to take a lashing in practice so you can be better for the game.
Come on, man.
That's it. I want to talk about these college football rankings. Top 10 AP came out. Alabama number 1. Who disagree with that?
No.
Ohio State number 2.
I'm cool with that.
I think they're too high for that.
Georgia number 3. So this is what's crazy. So you telling me Georgia beats Alabama and y'all still not respecting these boys?
You know what? That's a good point. I'm glad you said that. By default, I get it. You got new recruits that come in and they base these preseason rankings off of the current players that's on the roster. But I think it should be by default. Whoever wins the championship,
Georgia,
national
Alabama,
title,
Ohio State
should be number 1 coming into the next year, no matter what.
Number 4.
Well, losing all those defensive players that they lost.
But then they got Clemson at number 4. Clemson ain't been fresh since that boy went to Jacksonville.
They just, last year they fell off.
So this year they're going to be all the way fresh again. So we can't get them at a 9. Notre Dame at number 5. Brand new coach. Don't nobody know what y'all going to do. Y'all don't even know what league you want to play in, man. Texas A&M. We got all the recruits in the whole world. Good. They number 6. Utah, dog. Yeah. Utah's number 7. And Michigan is number 8. Oklahoma's number 9, yes, because the quarterback and the coach left. But then Baylor's number 10. All I'm saying, Utah shouldn't be in there, and Notre Dame should be lower. Michigan should be higher, man. We should be at least 5, and maybe even 4. I would say right. Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, and then you could do all the rest of what you talking about.
So you're going off my theory of coming from last year where they finished. You should respect them enough.
We only lost to Georgia, so right. Georgia should definitely be ahead of us.
I didn't lose it, y'all. You got thumped by Georgia.
We got.
Okay, then. So,
but when
I look at Michigan, fun game.
Okay,
dog.
then when I look at Michigan number 8, that's where they're supposed to be after what I saw last season at the end.
Listen, man.
I told you they were overrated during that time. You got mad at me then.
You gotta rate these teams according to where they finished last year, and then let everything else play out through the season.
Did Utah win the Rose Bowl or something like that?
Something like that.
Rose Bowl?
But I understand why they're doing it like this. It's the NIL. It's the recruiting. If they have a strong recruiting season, guess what? They going to preseason rank that team higher. If they go get some of the top recruits, they're assuming that these top recruits are going to make this organization, this team, much better than last year.
But my whole thing is, and Griff had a lot of passion there, and I was just sitting there laughing because I'm going, you're going to buy, about to blow, your head's about to blow to the other side of the room because you're going crazy over AP poll that doesn't matter right now.
It really
don't.
No,
but then let's look at Texas. Let's look at Texas A&M real football schedule, dog. Okay. They real football schedule. September 3rd, they play Sam Houston.
Okay. Which they normally do that.
And then they second game, they play Appalachian State, dog. They got Miami that's 16 right now. Arkansas is a good team.
Yep.
They need to be careful of that. And then Mississippi State, Alabama like week 6 or so. South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida. Then they go into their SEC. But they first 4 games is horrible, dog.
See, that's why I thought you would get mad at it. I didn't think you would get mad at where Michigan is right now, but I thought everybody would get mad at where A&M is right now because how did they end the season last year? They finished unranked.
Okay.
Yeah. Unranked. So you go from unranked to now you're the number 6 team and I know what you want to go with.
Dog, they lost to Mississippi. They lost to Mississippi State. They want out the state of Mississippi.
And I know what Rock gonna say because of the NIL, but still, you end the season unranked and you come in and you're number 6.
I'm with you, bro.
Colorado.
I'm with you. I told you should rank these preseason teams according to how they finished last year, and then let them play out
but
the rest.
I'm fine with everybody else. I'm fine with Alabama. I'm fine with Michigan where they are.
I'm not fine with Michigan. We was unranked last year
right now and everything,
week
man.
4, dog.
But you got
week 4.
But you had to climb that mountain.
Exactly.
Yeah, but why though? Don't make us climb.
You can blame.
Look at Utah. They don't have to climb nothing. Little fake hill.
But Utah,
and Baylor, dog. Baylor was all right.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me break down my theory of teams like Utah and Baylor. In their respective conferences, they've been running shop. They've been dominating. They've been the Alabama in their conferences over the years.
They've been the Baylor and the Utah, dog.
But they've been running their conferences over the years.
They have, and guess who in their conference? BYU,
right.
Dog. Grow up.
I get you, but they dominating the conference from year to year. So because of that, you got to put him in this conversation.
Michigan prove it on the field. I mean, really.
You're right.
I'm a
We
Michigan.
lost a lot of
That's all I'm
people.
saying.
We lost a lot of people,
All right.
and maybe they add that to it. But I know we gained a lot of people, and if it's going off of what Rock said, all I'm saying is Clemson, dog. Clemson might not win nothing again for a long time. Like they.
That's why I look at the top three. When I look at the top three, it could be out.
I'm down with Alabama, Ohio
I'm
State,
down with
and Georgia.
Alabama, and I think Georgia should be number 2. Ohio State should be number 3.
I think Georgia should be all of number 1.
All of number
Alabama
one.
should be number 2.
Yep.
And then it should go between Ohio State and Michigan. Because we
Alabama
only
lost
lost
because-
to Georgia. We only lost to Georgia, and then Georgia played Alabama. So that automatically make us 3 at least.
Oh, my God. Don't do that. No.
He's right. He's right.
Off of what
do
we
that.
just said,
Yeah, don't do
Georgia
that.
smashed us, yes. And then they smashed Alabama. So Alabama should get a strong 2 for losing in the national championship.
When players
we
are hurt,
runner-up.
players are hurt in that game, and that game's still close till the end.
Oh, dog, don't nobody want to hear that, dog. You could.
Well, I don't want to hear what you said about Michigan. You're making a big excuse. I said y'all got thumped by who?
We
by
did.
Georgia. So
They pinned their
you're
ears
exactly
back.
where you need to be. Number 8 is fine. Bill, show me something. I told you. I
But
told you
Utah
they were
don't have to
overrated.
show you nothing. That's all I'm saying. Utah don't have to show you. Utah,
the way they ended the season, they're where they need to be.
So can we go to? Can we finish up, man? Because
He's mad today.
It's simple,
no,
man.
No. I just want to say Utah plays Southern Utah, San Diego State, Oregon State. Dog, do you hear anything? Is anything popping out for you? Arizona, Washington State,
But they
dog.
running that conference.
Arizona
Exactly.
State,
Thank you.
dog.
They're running the
Rob.
conference.
It's simple.
It
as
is
that.
what it is.
Just
They're
like y'all-
dominating the
Just like
conference.
y'all ran the conference last year, and y'all finally beat Ohio State.
Right.
Finally.
So let's go
So
to.
that's why I'm saying we can't be above Ohio State. Everybody gonna forget the way
They
we
should
mocked
be.
them up.
Michigan
dog.
should be.
That's
above.
all I'm saying.
Exactly.
And
They
it's
should
normally
be.
2 polls, and this is just the 1 poll. As we get closer, they'll change it and move it. But dog, I don't appreciate this number 8.
But you all in your feelings today, man. You really are.
Can we get to yay or nay, man? Let's wrap this episode up, man. We're gonna because y'all getting too. Y'all
3
getting
minute drill, dog.
Y'all
Go
gonna
ahead.
bust a blood vessel, dog.
Well, this is about your guy, because you texted me the other night about Leon Edwards.
Hey man, that dude. First of all, Usman was about to tie the record of the most wins. I think he had 14 wins in a row. He was winning the entire UFC fight, and with less than a minute left, this boy Leon Edwards kicks him in the mouth, dog. Like it was the first round. Like
Yeah.
still had the energy. He was getting pummeled.
Right.
5 rounds, dog.
Yeah.
He kicks this dude in the mouth and he never got up.
That's it. All it takes is that's the one thing about it's any fight, doggone boxing, UFC. It just takes one.
But the UFC is a lot more. I mean, we can say in boxing, okay, dude was losing a round, he came back. But when you getting kicked on the ground, getting in headlocks, and people just trying to break your elbow, and you still gather the strength for one good kick, dog.
That's it. That's it. And he got that bad boy.
I hit Super said, dog, did you see that fight? He was like, no. I said, dog, that's what sports is.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude is the new welterweight champ, man. This is a big deal. I
So
just
yay
thought it
and
was
nay.
sweet. Yay,
The
yay for the
biggest
homie
upset we've
Leon
seen.
Edwards.
Biggest upset we've seen just in MMA, or the biggest upset we've seen in a while?
That's the biggest upset we've seen in a while.
while.
Like,
I gotta think about it,
he wasn't supposed to
I
win
think
that
the biggest
fight,
one I can remember that
Buster
we all
Douglas.
that's it.
Yeah.
To me, that's the king.
Yeah.
Beating Mike Tyson.
Absolutely.
Because we thought Mike Tyson was.
I was on my fake honeymoon during that fight. I was 18. I had just got married.
You got
And
married
I
at
thought it
18,
was
dog?
Damn, man. We
Yeah,
ain't
I was
talking
in
about
the
this. Hold
army.
on.
I was in the army. I got married very young. I'll tell you even more. I met that lady
Wait a minute.
at the Bengal 49er Super Bowl in January, and then I married her at the end of March. And then we're at this hotel, and these pictures come up to say Mike Tyson, but it's Saturday. So I thought it was Saturday Night Live. You know, being funny,
Right.
like starting a show with Mike Tyson lost.
Biggest upset. Yep.
Dog. And still since then, that was March of 90.
Yeah.
Nobody done did. There's no upset bigger than that since then.
I'm sure
in any
there.
sport.
I'm sure there has been.
We got to think. We grown men.
we got
what? Who lost something that big since March and 9th? And we say football, baseball. Oh, the Red Sox came back and beat the Yankees in that
they were
World
down
Series.
3-1.
Yes.
But still, that's probably second.
that ain't
Buster Douglas Tyson.
That's not Buster Douglas Tyson, no.
I'm trying to think, dog. Think hard.
When we looked at Tyson, we thought he was
Nobody
unbeatable.
could win.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
When you look at the Yankees in that series, they were still beatable. But when you look at Tyson, you go
you
Tyson.
wasn't
Nobody
supposed
can
to do
beat
that,
him.
That's a
I mean,
class
you
of its
knew
own.
when you pay for a pay-per-view, you might as well look at what maybe a minute, 2 minutes, and it was going to be over.
Yeah.
So,
And
okay.
And he knocked Buster down in that fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
Yeah.
Buster was almost counted out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah, I don't think it's a big. I'm really thinking in my grown mind, dog. Like, I don't know what was bigger than Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson.
We'll get back to you on that one. What's the next one?
Next one, Cardi B. This is a quick fun
face
one.
tattoo.
Face tattoo. Do you have a problem with a woman getting a face
Sure
tattoo?
do. Nay.
If it's a cute little flower dog or something, but these
On a face?
first of all, Cardi B is 3 people away from looking like Little Kim and all them people in hip hop that's trying to just stay young, dog. Y'all know Lil Kim look like a whole Cupid doll, dog, from a carnival, dog. So Cardi B is if that's what you want on your face, you want the Cupid doll face and the tattoo. She's a pretty girl. She's a real Cardi B. She's a real pretty girl.
You have a problem with a woman having any tattoo on her body?
No,
no, not at all.
Me and my wife got tattoos.
my wife
Like,
got
That's
one.
one is the
ex-wife
one
had
that's the
tattoos.
stamp. I don't want to say what it really called, but that stamp.
You talking
You
tramp
find the back.
stamp?
Oh yeah, that's the one I love. Oh, yeah.
Now my ex-wife,
love that one.
ex-wife did have a dual name on her butt.
Hence the divorce on why you divorced her.
Hated that tattoo, dog. She tried to get it removed, but it was too painful, dog. Like,
You look down and you see what's his name?
Rick. No,
That's a name you ain't never gonna forget, dog.
yeah, I don't even want to say his name. I don't even want to say what ex-wife, dog. But it just got me sad a little bit.
Had a whole dude's name.
Oh God, never do his name.
Yeah, dog.
Oh God.
And here go the stupid part, and this is why I still feel away. I didn't realize it for years. Like,
Was it in
then
cursive?
One day,
Was it cursive?
I was like, "What is this?" And she said, "It's been there," and I was like, "Man." Wait a minute, dog. I was really mad, and then
what's the name
so
in
I don't
cursive?
know if her butt was so big that you could hide a tattoo on it, or if I just wasn't paying attention. But one day, I remember saying, "Yeah, how long you had this?" And she was like, "Forever, like before I met you."
What do you do? Have your eyes closed when you?
dog.
I don't know, dog.
What's the name in cursive?
It was in cursive. Maybe I couldn't read it, though.
Griff didn't know how to read cursive.
She probably said his name. Why
I
you
always
doing
thought
it?
it was a design.
She probably said his name. She probably said Rick.
thought it
I
was
said Richard, dog. Like, that beautiful
thought it was a
R, dog.
paisley
I thought it was
design.
a little beautiful flower or something, dog. I don't mind women with tattoos, but I think anybody with a tattoo
man.
on their face is gonna be tough for you to get a job.
All right, man.
That's
Hey,
it.
listen. I'm done, dog. We
I can't
that's
do
it.
anymore.
That's
I can't
it,
do
man.
anymore.
I hate the
That tattoo gonna
homies.
be in my head now. It's gonna be in my head all day.
Make sure y'all download, subscribe, go tell 3 or 4 people this week, man. Make sure you always keep the reviews coming. We love the 5-star reviews, man. That helps us grow.
Yeah.
Rock Tees is who I be, man.
Hey man, this your boy Griff, the first homie, and I hate the homies.
And my name is Rick.
And guess what? We don't care. Come on, man. Y'all dumb.
I hate the homies.